Here, and we are set to go, and it's Baines in the middle against Miles Turner for the opening tip, and Turner wins it, but Landale stole it, loose ball. Look at Delhi getting down. Look, Miles Turner making a statement.
What about Greg Popovich's first offensive play? He goes at his own star, Paddy Mills.
This is Mitchell elevating first score of the game for the USA. As they come forward. Jaylen Brown inside the paint. There was contact, no whistle provided. Cleaning up his own mess. Miles Turner adds another two. USA has the first ball.
Unlike a lot of coaches in the NBA, Greg Popovich, he doesn't mind a mid-range shot either. Every play, his first possession is going at the rim. He's really trying to test the Australian defense early on.
Athletic work here, going to the right hand, and Joe Harris opens his scoring account. The Utes have scored the first six.
He's got four perimeter players. Everyone can put the ball on the floor. Even Turner, we saw the last time he put it on the floor. That's tough to defend. As Paddy Mills gets big going for Australia and knocks.
Now they need some defensive starch as well. Landale is there. Off and running, a chance now for Dellavedova. Baines, back to Dellavedova, into the paint once more. Goes back to the right-hand side, here's Landale. Chance now, Jaylen Brown hands over. Elevation came here from Joe Harris, and he knocks down another.
You're fighting up the top of the screens.
Lodge, they kick it outside. Harris works inside the defender, needs support. Got Kuzma in the corner. He fires baseline and fills it up as well. Who's onto the floor. And a chance now. Well, Dellavedova's going solo.
Struggled against Canada. He's come down and just stops, pops and splashes a trifecta. And much needed. Only 4 of 13 now from the field. Really, it's 3 of 12 because they actually tipped one in for us.
Tatum, Kuzma top of the key. Baines couldn't get there quickly enough, but Kuzma fills it up. He's 2 of 2 from deep and has 6 points. It leads all scorers.
Not like there's a whole lot of sophistication about the way Team USA are going about it. Just penetrate and dish, get to the rim or spread the floor, but Aaron Baines steps out and knocks down a 3 himself.
Well, he struggled from in the post, but he just steps out. This 3-point line, let's not... Against Canada over 2 games, so for him to be able to knock down that 3-point shot is going to be a boost for his confidence, as you mentioned. And he doesn't have to be a big scorer on this team, but he still has to be able to contribute and get his 8 to 12 points. We know he's a great passer and one of the better defenders of the team as well.
To bring the USA back. Outside, Kuzma elevates. So Kuzma is putting on a show. He's 3 of 3 in the... Bill sits down. Australia to restart. Shot clock working down. Give and go. Campbell Walker to bring the USA forward. Inside the last minute of the opening term. Walker. David back the other way. Elevates, no room for the shot. Bogut, quick ball movement. Golding trying to shake Tatum. Spins into the paint. Ball away from Golding. Oh, the bottom of the net. Dellavedova brings them forward. They left him alone. Goes the 3. Can't connect. Plumlee with it now. Kuzma from half court. He fires. Oh, did everything but fall. Oh, what an opening quarter. And the boom. Golding restarts from the baseline. This is Ingles. Middleton right with him. They trying to post up Kuzma. Ingles puts it on the floor. Shot clock works to 2 as he fires. Gets it done. Foul's going to be called on Middleton. Chance at a 3-point play.
That's a great take from Ingles. We're used to seeing him do his best work when he's playing off the pick and roll. That time it was just a pull through, got himself to the middle on his favoured left hand, great touch, and that'll do his confidence a world of good as well.
It will, and Middleton, they're just getting caught up. Suspect their rules, there's no middle, take away the middle penetration, but with Joe Ingles on his preferred left hand, made something.
So Popovich will be looking at different things that they're working on as well.
Against Spain 3 or 4 days ago, they had 23 turnovers in that game. Bogut goes down the middle, and with the 2 hands tucks it in very nicely. Just opened up for him.
Terrific work from Australia. Have exploded at the start of term number 2 here, and they'll count that as well as Campbell Walker gets 2, draws a foul.
And this is what Andrew Bogut provides. You know, fakes that dribble handoff, keeps it alive. He's got the quickness for a 7-footer to be able to put the ball on the floor, make a pass, or finish like that. We saw it all year in the NBL. That's why he's the league's MVP.
That one there, very lucky. Plumlee bit a little bit on Dellavedova coming for the handoff. He only needed just that small bit of separation, and Bogut, particularly when he's on his left hand, although he's right-handed, he prefers to use his left.
USA forward. Tick over 2 minutes played, term number 2. Walker decides to go.
Sure, he's open, but particularly when USA on a bit of a run here.
Donovan Mitchell goes side.
Sure, he's open, but particularly when USA on a bit of a run here.
Donovan Mitchell goes side.
48% against Spain last week.
Walker elevates. He's off the front of the rim. Got after it with his own rebound.
Now 1 from 7 from the field. That's a good shot to him. He has to continue to take it forward at the other end and get some defensive stops against a world-class team.
Well, that's right, Hammer, because you're always going to go, it doesn't matter what team you're playing for, you're always going to have those periods.
And we've seen that backdoor play, good read between Dellavedova and Andrew Bogut.
Brown in traffic. Almost lost it. Stayed with it. And share the ball around. Tatum. So good patch here for Team USA. Harris was bumped by Dellavedova. It goes unwhistled. Tatum in the corner once.
Since we've seen them play in Australia.
Mills in the corner. Good look.
He's got about a 6 or 7 inch height advantage.
Middleton from just beyond the foul point average.
Yes.
54-point average.
That is a fair margin. 92 was, and Hammer and I were around in 92. The Americans had a significant advantage.
Very, very good. You and I sat in the front row behind Michael Jordan, Larry Bird and co. Magic Johnson was there. We were in awe.
We were.
There's Patty Mills exploring into the paint. Nothing on offer. Goes to Landale. Golding wide open. Yes! Keep out. Freak to his left. Golding joining in as well. Can he go back to back? Yes, sir!
He shot. They needed to go to him, but that's not the one I think that they were designing.
So a chance for the Boomers to edge a little closer. Mills skirting the baseline. Takes on Kuzma. Draws him out. Now Landale. Mismatch here with Kemba Walker. Looks inside Mills. Does a good job so far in this one. What a star he's been for Australia, Paddy Mills, both on and off during the middle stages of their second term. Bogut at the top of the key. Here's Mills now, away from Middleton, elevating for the triple, yes! Oh, what a finish to the first half for the Australian Boomers as they reel off 6 unanswered points. And they get it right back at the Americans. And it is the USA with the possession arrow. Joe Harris gets proceedings started. Chance now for Donovan Mitchell getting some treatment from Dellavedova. Harris just bobbled the pass. Miles Turner had it stripped away. Active hands from Joe Ingles presents an opportunity for the Australian Boomers. Working hard, Bates a little out of control. Mills trying to keep it alive. It was not appealing to the optic nerve.
It's about the court's a metre elevated off the ground, so I think he was concerned that the ball might have dropped away. And not an impressive start so far. First couple of possession. Have a look at Pop. Look at the hustle on the man. Dive, Pop. Got there. And Donovan Mitchell, was it?
Lucky a tie.
Well, he's in pre-season last.
Landale with it. Uses Baines. Hand over for Dellavedova. The sag off in Baines. Lob pass from close range. Gets the finishing touches. He puts Australia back in front.
And that pass absolutely perfect and put it on a platter for Baines.
Mitchell. Quick step, got beyond Mills, confronted by Baines, forced into error, coughed it up, gave it to Ingles and stolen back by Joe Harris, and now Mitchell, wide open, can't complete it. Dellavedova did well, Harris did better.
Is the same because when they don't actually come off to score, they come off as a big Paddy triple would have got everyone off their seats.
Walker takes on Landale, that comes up.
Goaltending, I love the rule, makes it so clean, so once it hits the rim, both offense and defense can get it. I like it.
Baines muscles into the paint, flat looking hook shot, couldn't make it work. Donovan Mitchell now. Up the floor, good screen from Turner. Beats Kemba Walker, that's pretty low. It's the single digits here. Dellavedova, penetration, contact, no whistle, can't finish it, got his own rebound. Slaps it to the advantage of Baines for the three. Make it work. It's Turner the rebound. In that category in the game, he's got a dozen rebounds, Turner. Australia's got 20 as a team. Oh, he's firing from deep as well. He's got the...
Done so well to be able to fight and had the lead only a couple of minutes ago, and then all of a sudden turnovers like this, it just fuels the potency of the USA.
They've scored the last 7 points here for the USA to open up a 6-point buffer. We've played a tick over 3 minutes here. Term number 3 from Marvel Stadium in Melbourne. Swift ball movement into the corner for Barnes to come up with his first points in the game.
I know he's got an Australian, I think he might have an Australian passport, but I don't think he claims himself as an Australian. Big shots, and Australia hasn't done this, that to start this second half.
So Ingles and Landale combined in the backcourt. Ingles down low, running out of room, harassed by Kemba Walker. Bogut hands over for Mills, bounces off Mitchell. Back to Bogut. Shot clock works to 5 now. They look inside. Landale wasn't expected. The USA also with 9 in that category.
And that was a great defensive set from America. Joe Ingles was coming down off his left hand. They were trying to get a flare pick for Pat Mills on the baseline. They said, no sirree, we've seen this play before.
Turner, shot clock at 7. They share it around.
What happens, Case, when you step up to play against great teams? I remember running plays for Andrew Gaze, the great Andrew Gaze back in the...
Now, I think they've got to try and find a way at least to have a look at something cheap. Now, there we see it in transition. Landale go to the line. But coming down when the 3 ball's not dropping and just spraying it away, you're not going to outshoot them. You're not going to run and gun against this team. And finding a way to change the tempo to something...
These guys have got so much experience and you're playing 80 to 100 games a year in the NBA.
Even if they do, they've got the athleticism to cover themselves for any little slip-up.
Mills gets it from Ingles, looks inside. Landale with a turner.
Basket by Landale.
Walker exploring, now picks up the dribble. Donovan Mitchell. By Dellavedova, screen from Turner, opens up the floor for Mitchell. He's too good.
You tell me that's a bad shot.
Let it go, Andrew. Mills elevates, was fouled. Can't get a user-friendly roll, but off to the free throw line.
With the calls, a lot of the times Australia's yelling out ice. When you hear them calling out ice, what they're referring to is when you're guarding the on-ball screen, don't let your man accept the screen. Try and force him away from the screen and the help will be there. But if you call ice and the big man's off and they actually get over the screen, then it becomes very, very difficult.
Single point. Australia took the lead at the start of this term. They got down by 12, trying to work their way back into the frame. Here's Kuzma firing off his beaters.
Pushing the ball handler to the baseline, so he just flare picked. Wide open.
Golding fires with 4 on the...
Be able to knock down an open shot.
Tatum with it once more. 7 points, all never been bigger than 11 in the game as Dellavedova comes forward. Bogut, Plumlee goes behind the back. What a sweep!
Footer. What a read.
Mills up to 17 in the game.
That helps in their motivation to get off their man, perhaps get a little higher on those on-ball screens.
Less than 3 minutes left, term number 3. That's just a little too easy from Kemba Walker.
That time was just perceived pressure more than actual pressure, just thinking the bigs are coming, and Nick Kay short-armed it.
Brown, he elevates, knocks down the 2. The USA lead by 4.
Really tardy turnovers. It hasn't been a great quarter. USA defense is cranked up. There's no doubt about that, but really need to be better from the Australian point of view.
They've been restricted to 15 points in this term. Shot clock down to 3. Ingles over 2.
Well, I can send a message because he is defending me pretty hard at the other end. Wow. Actions.
Heading toward three-quarter time. Walker charges into the paint, can't convert. Pounds bangs down. They stand their authority here.
They only had 5 in total.
Bangs fires quickly, and they got the good start. They were
locking himself up and drawing a foul.
8.6 boards for Aaron Baines. Dellavedova baseline. Landale had it stolen away from him, and a chance now for Team USA, and they go forward. Exploring down low, found an opening, and they can't prevent Dellavedova. Boards, he's got 14 to lead that category in the game. With 11 points as well, and he's looking to add to that. Why not?
The 6 standing Canadian games, but before that, they've had a big spell before they've been in real action.
Harris couldn't complete it, gets it back now. Turner got rid of Golding and helps himself to a hard back the other way. Slow pass, Golding though, ready to fire, fills it. Kemba Walker. Against Sobey, feeds Plumlee from close range. He pushed off, according to Andrew Bogut.
Concerned about the rotation from his teammate. He's come over to help, and I think he wanted someone to pin down and tag his diver.
Oh, that's a nice finish. Takes some anger out, and he's swinging up, stands on the...
Good post from Mitch Creek too. Good recognition, seeing the big fella straight down the middle for an easy one.
Walker from outside comes up. 18-point edge. Margin has never been bigger at any stage in the game. Mills cutting hard to the hoop, and again it's a nice
man in the world that plays off that elbow and can find people with that pass.
nice finish.
It's off that.
We're talking about Australia playing a little bit of zone. That time the United States were playing a little bit of zone.
Thank you and good night. Margin out to 20. They did a very good job of being competitive in the first half, but since the major break, it has been one-way job. Behind the back again. Sobey knocked down one. Wrap-around pass. Creek is fouled. Gets it done. Something for the fans to bring home.
Well, look at Jalen Brown. When you in a 2-on-1 situation, this is a nightmare for Sobey. Not a whole lot he could have done. When you've got a super athlete.
Not a difficult job either, throwing into that
when you
sort of athleticism. Anywhere around the ring will do, thanks.
Anywhere between 9 and 14 feet, and it's going to be okay. And down the other end, good offense.
Sobey and Creek. They've done it again here. Great opportunity for these guys to be able to finish strong, try and work their minutes up. He could average 28 points a game.
US hard at it. Good rebounding job, just outsizing there from close. Arsenal here. We've got 4 NBL players on the floor at the moment for Australia, including this man.
Yeah, very shortly. NBA talent. Landale.
Let's not forget the United States also, they've got to actually make a cut. Still a 13 on their list. Can only take 12. Like is maybe that Chris Goulding has gone up in the estimations in the rotation. Now, still a few more games to go.
Goulding now finding Landale. Shot clock to 7. Baseline up for the second time. Fires over Kuzma. Can't compete with it. Shot clock at 5 for Team USA. Penetration of Brown. Hits the deck hard. Couldn't finish it. Sobey had it, but they've lost it. Jalen Brown eventually. Derek White with it. Happy to watch the shot clock down to single digits for the moment. Going solo. Firing over Landale. Caught it deep. Loose ball. Creek gets there before Glidden. He's off and running. Perhaps the last play of the game. Landale on Kuzma. Spins baseline. Just wouldn't work for him. And Middleton puts a stop to it. And that is all from Marvel Stadium. An entertaining affair. The final analysis, it's a 16-point win.